New at 4, a Homestead High School graduate has been named one of the top 30 graduating seniors of Stanford University's engineering program. Zach Teplin of Mequon earned that distinction, and he gets to name a teacher from his high school years who had the biggest influence on his academic career. Zach chose an English teacher, Mrs. Angie Cicero, for the honor. Zach joins us today via Zoom, and Mrs. Cicero is here in the studio with us. Zach, we will start with you. Why did you choose Mrs. Cicero?
Yeah, I think one of the most interesting things about Angie's class was that she really pushed us and let us behave like how I feel like I've learned in college, where we did a lot of learning outside the classroom, and then inside the classroom, we were really focused on getting beneath the surface and getting into those like gritty discussions on what we were learning and asking questions. And it just had such an impact on how I think about learning and how I ask questions in all my classes outside of English and math and science even. And so she really just inspired me and kind of gave me a new perspective on how to learn.
Cicero, I saw you smiling as Zach was talking. What's your reaction just hearing him and when you heard about this distinction?
Well, when I first heard about it, I was just so excited for Zach and proud of him for his accomplishment. And I also felt extremely proud that he would choose me because there are so many exceptional teachers at Homestead. And I think about teachers like Kelly Denk, another teacher in my department, and his experience in my classroom wouldn't have been the same if he hadn't had such a great experience with her. And just the whole of what Homestead High School is really special. And I think that Zach sucked the marrow out of that experience, and he talked about asking questions, which is such an important part of learning.
And we know teachers do so much. Is this a way that it just brings it to everyone's attention?
That's wonderful. And I think that when you can have that shared experience of, you know, Zach has had this honor given to him, but he's kind of going back and recognizing a journey that brought him to it and being thankful to his public education.
Yes.
And I think that's beautiful.
Awesome. Zach, we'll check back in with you. What do you want Mrs. Cicero to know about the overall influence that she's had? You mentioned a little bit about asking questions. What else?
I mean, I think Angie knows a lot of this, but I still think about lessons I learned in her classroom every single day. And anytime I pick up a book, I text her what the new book I'm learning is, or anytime I'm like being challenged in classes, I'll reach out to her and let her know that something that I picked up in what we called the threshold influenced how I thought about the problem now. So I just think to Angie, thank you for just having such a tremendous impact. You, along with all of Homestead, set me up for where I am today and allowed me to kind of be honored with this award. And so I thank you just for everything that you've done for me, and it continues to influence and impact me every day.
And Zach, you've been to visit a few times since going to Stanford.
Yeah, anytime I'm home, I always stop by. I make the rounds and see all the teachers. Like, I love going back. I think it's really awesome because when I was in high school, I loved hearing from college kids that came back. And so I think it's great to be able to go in and talk with the students, see all my teachers, just check in on how they're doing. And they usually want to hear some things about how I'm doing. So it's great to just continue that connection.
Awesome. And now you guys are going to be reunited in California, correct?
Exactly. I'm traveling to Stanford at the end of the month, so it's going to be great to see Zach in his element.
What would you maybe say to any students just watching about what's possible for them?
So Zach mentioned the threshold, and when students come into my classroom, I want them to leave distractions behind and things that divide them. High school, as people see in the movies, can be very cliquey and hierarchical, and I think what's really powerful is when students can come into a classroom to learn and shed all of those divisions and really create a community of learners. And in that context, you can accept a challenge and you can take academic risks, and I just am excited every day to talk about books with students and to teach them how to write and express themselves. And I think that if students are curious and they are enthusiastic, they can just do more than they ever thought they could.
Awesome. Mrs. Cicero, thank you for joining us in studio. Zach, thank you for joining us via Zoom. We appreciate both of you all spending time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.